Hostile neutralized.
We got a whole breach! Get down! Get down!
Tango down.
Target neutralized. Stairway clear. Multiple contacts. Keep moving. Target neutralized.
X-ray down.
Keep moving. Target neutralized.
Now would you fire up here? We're looking for a civilian.
Well, that's how you do it, folks. Man, this took me quite some time and was definitely one of the hardest trophies I've had to do in a long time. This is MusicMan, everyone, from Never Legend Gaming, and that was Mile High Club on Veteran difficulty. Now, this is one of the trophies in the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. This was actually the last trophy that I needed to get Platinum, and I finally got it tonight. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is kind of walk you through a little bit of the varying strategies that I did to get this achievement finally. If you played the original one, this will probably definitely bring back a lot of memories of different rage cycles you had, you know, different times you messed up, random things going on. Well, to start off, there really isn't one set strategy. The main reason is just that the enemies will spawn in different places, go to different areas. They won't all hide behind the same chair. As you can tell, sometimes they just won't die. So what I'll do is I'll definitely recommend that if you're having trouble with this, first of all, be patient. That's the key. This took me probably about 3-4 hours to finally get again. So number one, just be patient. Understand that you're gonna come across situations that are just out of your control and are just purely unlucky for you. So, and then secondly, you have to be very cognitive and aware of when those different changes happen between all of the enemies. That way you can kind of adjust yourself on the fly. That definitely takes some practice as well to figure out the different variations that come around. But the other thing I would recommend too is also watching other people's videos. Don't just watch ours for sure. Go check out PS4 Trophies channel. Go check out a couple others as well. There's quite a few out there, and just see the different strategies. This is definitely one where it depends on your specific playstyle. If you're purely aggressive and can go after it, sometimes you'll set yourself up for an ambush, so you got to be aware of that. Then there's other times where if you're more of a casual, cautious player, sometimes that'll obviously run down the timer and you'll run out of time and won't be able to complete the mission in time. So with all those said, here was my strategy that I found that worked for me, that got me towards the end the most amount of times, and then like I said, once Lady Luck was on my side, I was able to get that achievement. Alright, so I'll kind of slow it down here to break it down very simply for you. So first off, I'm going to pass by this guy coming out of the bathroom and I'll run alongside the table. That kind of gave me the best chance of him not wanting to shoot at me. And I'll quickly take this guy out and I'll come in this room, ignore the guy that goes to the right. Now I'll pull out a flashbang and I'll throw it to the far back. And then what I would do is run up against the side of the door here so I wouldn't be affected by the flashbang. Unfortunately that time I was, but I kept going obviously. Quickly take down that guy, and then there's about 3 other guys here you want to take down. The one guy that's starting to come out, the guy that just enters, and then this guy that's crouching right there, hiding behind the doorway. I'll quickly take a moment to reload, hide behind there, and then once I notice those guys aren't shooting anymore, I'll pop out and go ahead and take them out through the wall, and then I will go to where they are and just kind of go prone The one thing is there's one guy that comes out right about here, and he's someone you'll want to take care of quickly. Otherwise, he can. This is definitely one of the guys that can cause a lot of grief. So I'm a little ahead of schedule, so I just kind of take a half a second or so to catch my breath. What I'll do is I'll pop another flashbang here, and I'll bounce it up against the side. Well, okay, or not. What I would do though is throw a flashbang back there to catch the 3 guys that are stuck behind the chairs. I've got to go, so I'm not worried about it. And then I'll catch these guys that are crouching right here. So once you take those guys out, sometimes people will pick up that P90. I know I did a couple times, and that can work, so that might be an option for you. Quickly take out about 2 or 3 of these guys on the right side. That'll help you get up through this next room. However, we want to go through the left side here, and just kind of more of act as a distraction rather than actually trying to kill people. This is where your teammates actually do start helping. So what you'll do is come up into here, catch a couple of these guys. So I catch those 2 there. I just kind of got lucky that those 2 are grouped together. Catch that guy, and then for some reason there was only one guy there. Be a little careful sometimes here, because there are some enemies that can pop up right around the corner. What I'll do is I'll throw a short flashbang here and catch these guys. Around this time I realize I have 15 seconds, and that's actually plenty of time when you reach this section. So make sure don't overburden yourself. Don't push it too hard. But your allies will go ahead and take care of a good chunk of the first wave of enemies. And what you'll do is you'll throw a flashbang down the hall. Now some people will chase after that flashbang. For some reason I just don't. So what I'll do is I'll wait for that flashbang to go off, and I'll catch that guy that comes out of the doorway there. The only thing left that you have is coming around this last corner are 3 enemies, sometimes 2 if you're lucky, so just be ready. Notice I stopped sprinting here so I can make sure I'm really prepared for all these guys. You will get hit, and that's okay. You should be able to take them out, and I'll be able to reach the end of the door just in time. Actually, 1 second left. Now, you have about 5 seconds to do a headshot, and this is veteran, so you have to do a headshot. On the other difficulties, you can shoot him in the leg, shoot him in the hip, and you're fine. But in veteran, you do need to get a headshot. So it's hard because of the civilian's head being in the way. You obviously can't shoot him, so you don't want to do that. What I'll do, if you notice, I'm slightly and slowly moving to the left. And that kind of helps break off the bad angle that I have to a little bit better of an angle. And around 1 second left at the top, so just kind of keep an eye out for that timer up at the top. But around 1 second left, you'll see the enemy's head kind of veer to the left side, right about here, and that gives you a perfect, clean shot. And once you do that, that's the entire mission. That's the Mile High Club, and that's how you get the trophy for this difficulty. Now, obviously, that was my strategy. You may want a different strategy. So like I said, I would definitely recommend watching multiple videos if you're having trouble with this. Take a couple different people's strategies. You know, maybe my ending strategy worked for you, or maybe you had difficulty getting through the middle and you needed another idea. So go ahead and check those out. But if this helped you, be sure to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and hope you enjoyed it. And we'll see you guys in the next video.